What is this about?
So it's a questionnaire that 3 of you have done, asking several questions, which collates all the things that you're currently doing in your lifestyle, which would have a bearing on how long you can expect to live, what you're doing to yourselves, to your own bodies. And it extrapolates from that information with all the information that we know about how long you've probably got to look forward to. Of course, it's not absolutely guaranteed to be correct.
So there's a big probably in there.
Yeah, and it gives you a good idea about whether you're doing the right things today in terms of going forward. And the good news is you can always change what you're doing today if the news isn't that great.
And did you do one of these surveys?
I did.
And how did you come out?
I'm going to live till I'm 91.
Hey! Wow!
See, another 60 years. Fabulous.
See, I have a bet with Cliff Richard that he and I are going... I'm going to wheel him on to the Albert Hall when we're 100. And he's going to do his 100th concert and I'm going to wheel him on in the bath chair.
What a great thing
So
to
that's
look
my
forward
ambition.
to.
That's a good challenge.
Absolutely.
That's a good
Whether
challenge.
I will or not's another thing.
Yeah. We'll find out.
These questionnaires actually make me really, really nervous. And it's not because I don't want to be healthy as I possibly can, but I just don't want to know whether I'm going to when I'm going to die, whether it's good or bad. You know,
The thing is, we're all going to die one day, right? We accept
don't
that.
say that.
She's only
we
28.
are. And the thing is, you know, it's within our power as to whether it's in 20 years' time, 30 years' time, whenever.
But it isn't for everyone, is it, in their power?
You can't change your family history. But say you have a family history which is positive, makes you more vulnerable to breast cancer or prostate cancer. Knowing that means you can do extra things now to minimise the chances of your genes killing you.
Yes, because lifestyle, I mean, like my father, for example, he smoked quite a bit and he had big problems with strokes. So I would assume that if you change your lifestyle, you know, the gene factor is still there, but on the other hand, you have the option of being proactive and not repeating the lifestyle of your parents.
Absolutely, because if he was a heavy smoker, it would have been the smoking that did for him rather than the genes. So genes are one thing. You can't change the genes, but you can change everything else. And there are many more things you can change than what you're born with.
But don't you think things like this give people extra things to worry about? There's so much out there at the minute, and I don't know, I just find it a bit fuzzy.
Well, I know what you mean, but I think information is empowering.
Yeah.
If, for example, and I'm sure you don't smoke,
no.
But if you did, and I said to you, look, if you give up today...
Look at Colleen.
If I said to you, give up today, and all your risks of lung cancer...
I'm doomed. I'm just doomed.
All your risks of lung cancer and heart disease would be the same as a non-smoker after 10 years. You'd probably think, I might do that.
But I don't know, because smoking, it's an addiction, isn't it? It's not as easy for some people just to give up if they want to.
It's not easy. But giving you the information might tip the scales towards you thinking, it's time to start.
It changes all the time, though, doesn't it? I mean, every day I read an article about something new that's apparently carcinogenic or is going to cause this or Alzheimer's or whatever, and there is a lot of information to take in every single day.
And there's a lot of confusing messages, and there will always be people who advertise this wonderful superfood. You know, there's no one food that's healthy or one food that's unhealthy. It's about balance, it's about moderation, and that may sound boring, but it is. It's about making choices that you can still have a really good time, really fun time, and you can let your hair down occasionally.
Well, I've got to say, I'm going to hold my hand up here, ladies and gentlemen, because I was the one that didn't take the test. And that's because I've just found out I'm pre-diabetic on this show, and then I was going to find out that I'll probably die next week. And, no, to be honest with you, I've had so much death in my family, you know, my sisters and my other sisters with breast cancer, and now I find out I'm pre-diabetic, and you know what, there's just some things I don't want to know. I don't. And even if it said you're not going to die till you're 91, that would play on my mind. I have a thing about death. I know I'm going to die. I just don't want to have to focus on a number because it will just make me anxious. It will just make me...
Yeah,
but,
I understand.
I mean, let's find out the results. Will you brave ladies?
You didn't take it, I wouldn't have took it. I'd have been like, well, Colleen's not doing it, so I'm not.
You're just frank.
I think it's all about having
no, go on, tell us the results.
It's more about having a good, healthy life for as long as possible rather than the end.
Oh, God.
I know.
OK, so let's start with you, Becky.
Oh, goodness me.
The good news is you will make the World Cup. And you've got till Monday. Monday, the 24th...
I think some people will be happy with that.
Monday, the 24th of August, 2071, when you will be 89.
Wow.
very
Now, that's
good.
better. If you were
no,
told...
I wanna know the
That'll be me for a few more years.
Right, we've got 1 minute to do the... Have you
1
got
minute.
the others?
OK, Stacey,
Oh, God.
the dates you don't want to hear is Tuesday, the 19th of November, 2086, when you will be 97.
That's really good.
Have you got a higher one than me?
We'll talk about that later. Gloria,
Yes.
you want to be on stage with Cliff at 100.
I do.
You will be.
Will I?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Your date is Wednesday, the 16th of July, 2042, aged 102.
Hey, let me kiss you.
Which isn't bad going. So
Gloria beat us all. I know.
whatever you're doing, you're doing
I'll
right.
still be here.
Oh, well, I'm pleased for you all. I may die earlier, but I'll have had lots more cake than you.